Good evening, everybody. This is Rupa here. I'm going to be doing a live of a kurma which is called the Vellai kurma. This recipe was initially shared by Meena ma'am. So I'm just going live with this particular recipe. So this is a kurma that I'm making without onions. So the first layer will be 1 tablespoon of ghee. You can add butter if you want, but I'm just adding ghee to this, followed by a 1/4 cup of water. So now I'm going to basically add 2 cups of mixed vegetables. So I've already chopped the vegetables and kept. I'll also explain to you on the cut size variation here. So I am going to actually add, okay, now before this let me just add 1 stick of cinnamon and 2 longs because I want that for flavor. So I'm going to add 2 cups of vegetables. I've chopped and kept them. I'm basically using potatoes, carrots and beans. I am also going to keep the capsicums on PIP. Let me explain to you on the concept of cooking different vegetables that have different cooking times while the kurma is being pressure baked. So 2 cups of mixed vegetables. I have basically added carrots, beans and potatoes. You could add any vegetable that you want. So here we go, 2 cups of vegetables followed by half a cup of kurma paste. I'll let you know what I have added in the kurma paste while this is being pressure baked like I told you. So make a not very thick, not very thin paste. It's because we want the steam to penetrate into the vegetables and pressure bake them properly. Okay. So yeah. So half a cup of kurma paste, and I want to add capsicums with this particular kurma. So I'm keeping a 1/4 cup of capsicums as PIP. So we are done with the layering. So we just cook this on high for 3 whistles, okay, or 6 to 8 minutes, whichever is, high. So my high is 1400. I started the timer also. Now coming to certain very important things that we talk of when we make a kurma. Like we have a lot of people asking me, how do you cook onions? If I want to add onions to my kurma, how am I supposed to add onions to my kurma? See, onions take a longer time to caramelize, and our vegetables are going to be pressure baked only for 2 whistles or maximum 3 whistles. So when we add onions along with the pressure baked vegetables here, the onions are not going to actually taste good. You're going to get a boiled taste. So the tip that we generally give to people who want to make a kurma along with onions is to add 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of OPOS caramelized onions as the topmost layer, which will add a very nice flavor to your kurma. The second most important thing is about cooking delicate vegetables in the kurma. Now, why have I not added capsicums along with the potatoes or the carrots and the beans? The point here is the capsicums do not essentially need 2 whistles to cook. If I'm going to directly add them onto the vegetables, the capsicum is going to get the direct steam from the cooker, and the capsicums are going to be overcooked. So what I have done here is I have placed the capsicums on a pot. I have not added any water to it. So just enough moisture that is generated inside the cooker is going to help me cook the capsicums to the level in which I want it to be cooked. I don't like overcooked capsicums. I like them a little crispy, a little crunchy. So I've added capsicums onto the pot. The third most question. I have chopped the potatoes a little small, the beans and the carrot to a slightly different size. Now this is called the cut size variation. When we cook multiple vegetables that have multiple cooking time, then what we do is when we are layering them together onto the magic pot, we just go ahead and chop the vegetables to different sizes so that we are able to balance the cooking time. Here the potatoes, I've chopped them a little smaller compared to carrots and beans, so therefore I have brought in this cut size variation. Now if you're going to cook mushrooms along with this particular kurma, I would suggest don't add water at all to your bases, because your mushroom is gonna give out a lot of water that your kurma will turn out to be very, very watery if you were to add a 1/4 cup of water as your buffer as well. So layer your mushrooms as the first layer so that the mushrooms let out enough water for your other vegetables also to cook. So now coming back to this particular kurma, this is called a Vellai kurma, which in Tamil is a white kurma. I have not added any garam masala to it. The paste that I have added is half a cup of grated coconut plus 6 cashews plus half a teaspoon of saunf, which is sombu, plus 2 green chilies, a quarter teaspoon of khaskhas, a half a teaspoon of OPOS ginger garlic paste, and half a teaspoon of salt. Now this is the masala that I have added to the kurma paste that I have layered. So I have written we'll cook it for 2 whistles, but I'm going to go until 3 whistles or 6 minutes, whichever is the highest, whichever comes to me first. I'm going to cook it for those many whistles or that much time. Now coming back to different variations of this particular kurma. If you are going to add a garam masala powder to it, please always go ahead and use a pre-roasted garam masala powder. You can add the garam masala powder while you are making the paste itself. Let me just see if the pressure is building. Yeah, the pressure is building. In roughly another 1 minute or so, we must be able to get 3 whistles. So I'm going to go up to 3 whistles. Got the first whistle. Now after 3 whistles, I am going to actually dilute this with normal milk. If you have coconut milk at home, you can go ahead and dilute it with coconut milk as well. But I am just adding normal milk. 2 whistles, and we are at 4 minutes and 20 seconds currently. So the third whistle is just coming up. We'll be able to get the whistle in another let's say 10 seconds. We're done with the third whistle. So I'm going to release the pressure. Yeah, and I'm going to dilute this with roughly around half a cup of milk. So I'll show you how the capsicums actually look now. Though we have cooked it for 3 whistles, you'll see that the capsicums have retained their color and they're looking beautiful. Now it's going to be hot. I forgot to take my tongs. Just bear with me for 1 minute, please. Yes. So can you see that the capsicums are green in color? Absolutely green in color with no other change in texture. You can see the sharp edges there in the capsicum. I'm just mixing it up. You can see that the beans have cooked. The potatoes have also cooked. See, I'm able to break the potatoes very easily. And yeah, now I am just gonna add half a cup of milk to it. So you could actually add how much ever you want, because I prefer it not very thick, not very thin. I think I've done justice to the name. It's called Vellai Kurma, and I'm able to see the milky white color that this kurma has turned out to be. And I'm topping this up with a little bit of coriander leaves, and we are done with the famous Vellai Kurma. I can smell it and it's come out really, really well. Thank you for watching. Do make sure you make this and get back to me on your feedbacks. Thank you. Bye-bye.